Welcome everybody to a look at a brand new 4K release from BFI, and it is 1954's Seven Samurai. So this is directed by Akira Kurosawa, who I've seen 7 other films from so far, like The Throne of Blood, Sanjiro, and Dreams being my favourites outside of this one. And yeah, it's an epic samurai action film clocking in at a gigantic 207 minutes. But be warned that that also includes an intermission and a lengthy credit sequence at the beginning. So it's more like around 201, 202 minutes long. So yeah, but still quite lengthy, well over 3 hours. And yeah, it stars Toshiro Mifune, who I've seen in 13 other films. Favourites from him being the likes of the second and third films in the Samurai trilogy, which was also a trilogy of films that was started in the same year as this, although he wasn't in the first of those. He was also in likes of Grand Prix, Throne of Blood, and Sanjiro. Also stars Takashi Shimura, who has been in 17 other films. He was in multiple kaiju films in the likes of Godzilla and Mothra, as well as Throne of Blood, Sanjiro, and 2 of the Zatoichi films, the 18th and the 25th. So, a samurai answers a village's request for protection after he falls on hard times. The town needs protection from bandits, so the samurai gathers 6 others to help him teach the people how to defend themselves, and the villagers provide the soldiers with food in return. So, although I don't think this epic samurai film is without its flaws, the rest of this is so superb that those positive elements simply overwhelm any minor issues I have with this film, all the while having a noticeable influence on future films that is not just hard to ignore, but also impossible not to respect. Because obviously, this would get remade as The Magnificent Seven, as a Western rather than a samurai film. And you also look at it in terms of other like action films from particularly when they're set in like World War Two, where it's a group of people that are coming together to take on a mission, and that is a kind of plot scenario that this seemingly came up with. I'm not sure if there was any other films before this that were like that, but it does seem to have set the mold in that regard. And he also has a great cast, cracking cinematography, a solid score, surprisingly on point pacing for a film of this length and age, as it is celebrating its 70th anniversary. The action scenes are glorious, the script is serviceable, I like the narrative structure. The plot, though, despite being fairly basic, it is elevated by its interesting characters and thematic depth. All the while, it makes for an engrossing experience throughout. And another thing to really note is that, yes, the plot is simple, but because of the really rather great direction, it manages to fill its gigantic running time with that simple plot in an effective manner. It does not feel its length one bit. It doesn't feel sluggish in any parts either. It's just really, really well done and just shows how good of a director Kurosawa was, that he could fill such a lengthy time with such a simple plot and yet make it still highly captivating. So yeah, it's a 5 out of 5 film for me. One of the rare ones that I will give that, because out of the some 4,000 odd films that I've reviewed on the likes of Letterboxd, I think I've only given less than 200 that rating. So joins a very exclusive club. Also like the new hard box that has come with this release. Nothing on the reverse. But yeah, really nice new hard box. Really strong and seems quite tough. Then we also have a booklet with this, with another shot from the film. And then the typical write-up that's on the back. There's more to discover about film and television through the BFI, our world-renowned archive, cinemas, festivals, films, publications, and learning resources are here to inspire you. So yeah, BFI obviously do a lot more than just release films. They do generally put on a lot more. And then in this booklet, we've got Seven Samurai by Philip Kemp. This is also Kurosawa's longest film. It's also now the longest film that I own. I did own this beforehand, I believe. I think it was part of a Kurosawa box set that BFI released. I think that was also alongside like the Throne of Blood and Sanjiro. So yeah, but it's nice to have it as an individual film rather than just as a box set. So within this booklet, you've got again shots from the film as well as behind the scenes shots. That's Kurosawa there. And more big shots from the film. It's a really, really gloriously well shot film. And then also we've got another write-up here. Let's get to it. We've got A Network for Seven Samurai by Cristina Alvarez Lopez. And then we've got Fumio Hayasaka, Kurosawa's Musical Ace by Charlie Bridgen. And then we've got Seven Samurais, Rocky Road to Classic Status by Jasper Sharp. Apparently it was the most expensive domestic production ever at the time, costing approximately $350,000, almost 5 times the typical, 5 times the average for a typical Japanese studio picture at the time. Obviously, the length will have contributed to that because obviously film is quite an expensive thing to buy, and then you've also got any outtakes or anything like that. So yeah, a 3 hour plus film is inevitably going to cost quite a lot. Not sure if there were any other Japanese films that were quite as lengthy at this time or just before. Then we also got Seven Samurai: Gateway into the Art of Filmmaking by James Masaki Ryan. And any more? Yep. And then we got The View from 1955, Sight and Sound by Tony Richardson, which I believe is a write-up from that time. More shots from the film. And then finally, in the back, we've got acknowledgements and about the presentation itself. So it has been restored in 4K resolution using original 35mm fine grain elements by Toho Company Limited, and then which has been to mark the 70th anniversary of this film's release, and it's presented in its original aspect ratio of 1:37:1 with original restored mono audio. And there it is. So yeah, really does look great, by the way. Fantastic. Way better. I wouldn't say 1,000 times better than the Blu-ray, but definitely does look better. And that, when it comes down to a film that you highly enjoy and give 5 out of 5, is always a thing to enjoy and want to get. We also get a double-sided poster with this release, so we get the artwork that we've already seen on the box, which is fantastic. And then we get a new restoration poster on the reverse, which is landscape rather than portrait. Ooh, you can see that. Yeah, I like that one as well, to be honest. Although I think this one at least doesn't date, because obviously it's a new restoration now, but who knows what will happen in the future. And then we also get some art cards, which are shots from the film. They all have that on the back. So minor spoilers for the film if you've yet to see this. So again, we get that artwork or that shot from the film. And then we've got the extras on the disc. So I'm not sure whether or not all of these are new to this release or not. There's a couple that evidently are, but I'm not sure if everything is. So it's been restored in 2160p Ultra HD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible. Audio commentary by film critic Adrian Martin. We've got Akira Kurosawa. It is wonderful to create Seven Samurai from 2002, clocking at 49 minutes long. Then we got which is part of the Toho Masterwork series featuring interviews with Kurosawa, script supervisor Teruo Nogami, writer Shinobu Hashimoto, actor Saiji Miyaguchi, and Yoshio Tsukuchaya. I'm probably getting them wrong, and others. And then we've also got Philip Kemp's selected scenes commentary from 1999, clocking at 20 minutes long. So the film critic and writer analyzes key scenes, which was recorded for the BFI's 1999 DVD release. Then we got The Art of Akira Kurosawa from 2013. That clocks in at 49 minutes long. Asian cinema expert Tony Raines on Kurosawa's career and influence. Then we got My Life in Cinema, a 1993 116-minute seemingly documentary, which has Akira Kurosawa and Nagasa Oshima discusses Kurosawa's life, career, and legacy, film for the Directors Guild of Japan. Then we've got the original theatrical trailer. We've also got the restoration trailer, obviously from 2024, image gallery, and then obviously the postcards even, and the 80-page booklet, which I've already gone through. So yeah, there is a case. Not sure if there's any. No, there's no reversible artwork. But there's a 4K disc, and again we get the special features on the Blu-ray. So the film itself isn't on Blu-ray. But I guess there's no real need to if the Blu-ray is already out there and readily available. And who knows, maybe that's as good as that Blu-ray is ever going to look. But it does look fantastic on this 4K, and yeah, I'm really, really pleased to finally have it as an individual release rather than just as part of a box set. Because, like I said, it is one of my favourite films that I've seen, and yeah, definitely the high watermark for samurai films in general. To be honest, I don't think any other samurai film I've seen quite matches this. So yeah, highly recommend it if you've not seen it already. Do be warned though, it is a 70-year-old film. It is 3 hours 27 minutes long. So yeah, if you're used to your more quick-paced modern films, you know, in color and featuring a lot of special effects and whatnot, it's probably going to be a bit of a hard sell for you because it isn't the most action-packed film in the world, and obviously there's a lot of more character interactions and spectacle. But still, I think it's excellent, and yeah, if you are in the mood for such a film and open-minded to such a film, then you will hopefully get something from it. Nonetheless, so if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.